Okay, so I've been having some requests to come back on. Well, I've had more than one person, but one person in particular asked me, I can't speak, if I would show them how to do a smoky eye look for their Halloween costume. Well, and so here I am, and I meant to do this a few days ago, and I've just been procrastinating, so here I am. So let's see. So I hope this is bright enough. I can make it brighter. I just feel like it's very flattering. It shows all my wrinkles. Okay, so okay, so if you're doing a smoky eye, you can do black, you can do brown, dark brown, brown, purple, gray, maroon. You can do all kinds of colors. You know, whatever fits your costume or how you feel for the day, that's fine. One good thing to do when you're doing a smoky eye is to put an eye primer on. Now you can buy an eye primer, a primer specifically made to prime your eyes. But you also can use other things to prime your eyes. Foundation. The foundation, if you use foundation on your face, you can use that as a primer. You can use concealer. Like right here, I have a Wet n Wild concealer. You can use concealer. You can use a multi-stick or a cream eye color stick that's like this one. This one's a Wet n Wild. It's purple. I mean, you could use, like, I've seen people use, and I've used over the years, you could use like a white crayon stick. I call it a crayon stick. It's a cream makeup stick. You could use like a cream eyeshadow. You could use like, can you shut that for me, please? Thank you. You could use like a white cream eyeshadow stick, a black cream eyeshadow stick, or any color. Like I said, this is purple. You could use any color. The main point is that it is going to be that sticky foundation, that primer foundation. Like if you paint your wall, that's going to allow that color to be prominent and stick to your eyelid and stay on your eyelid. So, but I mean, I've seen people, and I've used some strange things too in a pinch. You could use petroleum jelly, but be careful when you start using weird things. I mean, seriously, you don't want to go blind. But I've seen, I mean, one time, I'm not even gonna lie, I used a normal, regular chapstick, like a little bit across my lid, so it would be sticky for my eyeshadow. You could do that. You could do a little bit of like, if you have like moisturizer that you use on your face, you know, like lotion, you could put a little bit of that on there. Anyways, so I actually already have foundation on, and I set my foundation, but I didn't set what's on my lid. So if I feel like there's still a bit of tackiness, but I'm gonna take some of this. Do I want to do that? I want to do the cream stick. Let me think here. It's already kind of tacky, so I really don't need to do this. I might actually use some of this purple, maybe. So, like I said, you could do, find my brush. You could do any color. I know black is like the traditional one that people use. Okay, so I'm going to show you here with, so like I have this one. This is called the Matte Bar by Maybelline, and it has like the dark brown, it has like a maroon, this is kind of like a brick red type of color. You could use whatever, you could use any kind. So I'll start with these instead of the black, but I think I'll put the black on and show you too. So once you've got the stuff on your eye, remember that when you first put this on, it's going to look worse before it looks better. Now, when it comes to Halloween makeup, you probably want it to look bad unless you're trying to be sexy. I know, and honestly, you know, then you probably don't want it looking grungy. But so so I'm going to use some of this dark brown. I think this one's called Hard Edge. No. Hard Edge. Yeah, Hard Edge. So, the first thing you want to do... Oh, I try to go with this camera. I can't do that. I got to go on my mirror. So, I'm just going to get... And I hope this is light enough. I might have to punch up this light so you can see better, but... I'm just going to go in, and I'm going to start in the middle here. And I'm just going to, you're just going to tap. Because you have your primer on, so you just want to go in and just tap. Just going to tap in the shape that you want. Now, I have hooded eyes. See? Hooded. So I go up over that a little bit. Now I'm just going to tap this in, just all across here, kind of where I want it. Okay, I'm going to go back in again, and then I'm going to take, and I'm just going to, like a windshield wiper motion, just like I do my makeup every day. This really isn't any different than what I do every day, but I'm going to go in here, and I'm just going to go back and forth. Okay, and it does look a little messy at first, because it is. And actually, bear with me, you're going to see all my wrinkles even closer. I'm going to go a little bit brighter. Oh, alright. Maybe we'll just go back to this. It's too frightening for me. It is Halloween, but I don't be that frightening. But, there you go. Huh. We're just going to go in and... You're just going to keep doing this. Literally just going to keep doing this. Now, where I have hooded eyes, I tend to raise my eyebrow, and I'm looking and I'm putting it in there, right? But when I drop my eyebrow, see, it looks different, right? Look this way when I'm looking that way. When I drop my eyebrow, it looks different. So then I'm going to just relax my eye. Relax it. And then I'm just going to go back over that spot. Now, if you don't have hooded eyes, you're not going to need to relax your eye. Maybe you will. I don't know. I got to go off what I have here. And you're just going to work your way across. Now, hold on. Let's see what else I got here. This is like a little, you see that? It's like a little smudge brush. So I'm going to take it, go into that same brown. And go up underneath my eye right here. See that? And it's going to kind of gently, and I'm not grinding in. You don't have to be violent with it. And you can take it all the way across, or you can take it over as far as you want. Okay. See that? That is looking, but okay, no. That's a good point. I'm like, that's looking a little funky, but that's the point. It's gonna look worse before it gets better. So I'm gonna go back. You know what? I'm gonna need to show these wrinkles because I don't think that's bright enough. There we go. Just deal with it. I'm in my mid-40s. I gotta be proud of my mid-40s. I gotta embellish it, really. I've got to embrace it and embellish it. So I'm going to work my way up. Now, we have that. Maybe I'll do the red. I'm going to do the red. I was going to go for the purple, but I'm going to do the red. I'm going to go in, or I say red, it's kind of a, what's this called? Glasses, I know. This is Brick House. Where is it? Melissa, get in the camera. Brick House, and this is, at the top, is Landmark. Brick House is like a brick red. The top is, it's like a purpley red. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to go in that top one, that Landmark. I'm going to grab some, and I'm just going to go in here. I do this all the time in the mirror. And across the top here, I'm just going to do the same motion. Also, I don't have any in here right now with me, but a lot of times I will have Q-tips in here with me to clean up anything. I have this wipe, so I feel like I needed to wipe that spot up, and you can do that. Okay, that made it worse. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna stop and show a trick I use anyways. Let's see if I can get it here. So I take, and I think I should. Everything's dropping. Okay. I think I showed this in the last one, but it really, it goes the same for this. I use some pressed powder. If you have loose powder, you can use it too. The one that I use on my face, and I'm gonna get it on my little brush. I have just like a flat brush. And by the way, you don't need a million different brushes. I'm showing you different brushes that you can use. If you don't have brushes, you can use the applicators that come with the eyeshadows. If you can use Q-tips to blend. You can use your fingers, clean your hands. You should be doing that anyways. Use your fingers to blend out, you know, with your hands in a pinch. Like if, and I'm saying like, you know, because if you're a person who doesn't use a lot of makeup, you know, you might not have that stuff around. But these brushes that I'm showing, these brushes like this, these are e.l.f. brushes. You can get them at Walmart, Target, CVS, Walgreens. You can get them at the Dollar Tree, which I think I got all these, well, I didn't get them all at the Dollar Tree, but I got a few of them at the Dollar Tree for $1. So it's not, you know, and they're good brushes. They are good brushes. They're the ones I use for every day. So, so what I'm going to do, around the top here, I'm just going to take, see that? And this is my trick. Go back in with my foundation, and I run it across the top here, around the edge of where I've put my smoky eye. Okay? See that? See how it's cleaning it up and making it more blended out, and now it looks as insane as it did before? Yes. And you just keep doing that until you get it looking the way you want it to look. You just play around with, see? Now I'm going to go back in again. I'm going to run it all the way around my eye, okay? This is my This is my tip for my everyday makeup. You run around the edge, okay? Then what do? Is I come back in. Please don't fall. I come back in with the same color that I'm working with again. After I've done that, and right around the edge of that, I'm gonna gently, carefully just go back in, and I'm gonna darken that up, okay? This is the tip and the trick here, okay? For me, that I think is a good trick. Then I'm gonna take that same brush with the the foundation powder, excuse me, and then I'm gonna run it back and forth around the edge again. And I keep doing that until this color, and that is very good and blended, but I keep doing it until I get it to a level that I think looks good, that I am happy with. It's a train. Hello, train. And when you're putting makeup on like this, goodbye, train. It's gonna be loud. I keep doing that until it looks worse before it gets better. And so you just keep building it up. That's what the term I was looking for. You build it, build it, build it until you get it to where you're happy. Now, as you can see, I'm gonna lean in. I'm not 100% happy with this, but I'm gonna show you. See, this is like a rusty, using the dark brown and that sort of maroon, purpley maroon color. I've come up with this really rusty color. I mean, this is a pretty color, I think, on the everyday, but if you're doing like a vampire, there's wrinkles. No, if you're doing like a vampire look for Halloween, or you're wanting to do a sexy smoky eye for your makeup, for your Halloween makeup, see, that's a good, I think that's a good color. Now, and also, you know, I'm trying to think of everything to tell you guys. I'm going to turn this into like the, I'm going to use the black. Now this, I'm sure I showed it before, is like Maybelline. And I've ripped off the back, but it's a Maybelline, I can't remember the name of it. It's black. It's like a matte black. It is a matte black. So now I'm going to take, actually, hold on before I do that. Let me just do this other eye so that I may not get behind here. Well, I can't think of something else to tell you while I'm doing this other eye. Mirror. So, this is something I've noticed over the years, and it reminded me the other day at work. I do work retail. They do sell Halloween costumes and makeup and whatnot. A lot of you know I do. But I was noticing there was a makeup, an eye makeup kit for a few dollars. And it was like purple, like a bright purple, and black. And I guess it was for like a dark fairy makeup look, because it had a lady dressed like a fairy on the package, her eyes, and I think maybe they called it dark fairy or something. At any rate, I was looking at the makeup in the package, and it was cream. It was cream, purple and black makeup, you know, two, you know, pans of it. And I looked at her eyes, and for one thing, she had, and my eyebrows, I'll talk about that in a minute. I'm working on these. It's a work in progress. But she had her eyebrows filled in, and she had on eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, mascara, the whole 9 yards. Did she honestly have the makeup on that they were selling? Possibly. But she definitely had on, more things to make that makeup look better than just, you know, what was in that little kit. I remember as a teenager, I wore eyeliner as a teenager. If you knew, you know I did. But I remember when I was a teenager, and I would get those Halloween makeup kits, and I really was still learning how to put on makeup at all. I would get those kits, I would go home and put them on, and I would think, this doesn't look right. It doesn't look like the people on the package. And it's not that I'm stupid or dumb, but I just was like, why don't this look good like it does on the package? Well, duh. It doesn't look good like on the package because, one, they have a lot more going on than just what they give you. Again, you got mascara, eyeliner, liquid liner, highlight, all kinds of stuff. So, and I'm not throwing off on the Halloween makeup. I love Halloween makeup. It's fine. But you just got to know that if you're trying to look like the package, you got to be careful, because they're not giving you everything you need to complete the look on the package. I remember I used to always have I'd always make sure if I was running out of, I use different brands now, but when I was younger I always used For Sure Wet n Wild black eyeliner pencil, and I had to make sure I didn't run out of my pencil during Halloween time, because everybody goes and gets a Wet n Wild eyeliner for Halloween makeup, to draw on cat whiskers and to put eyeliner on and to draw things on, and so it would never fail. You would go over and there would be none left. Everybody would buy it up, and it would take a while to restock, and I'd get so aggravated. I mean, it's funny. It's actually funny to me, but I would get so irritated if I screwed up and didn't have my makeup on time that everybody bought stuff. So, stop. So, let's see. So now I've got that done. So now, that still is bothering me a little bit, but that's okay. So now that we've got that done, I'm going to take and do the black. Now, do you have to do this dark color underneath the black? No, you do not. You can just do black if you want to just do black, or just do brown, or just do gray, or something like that. But it gives like a halo effect, which is kind of cool, and an extra like colors in it. Okay, stop. 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 And so now I'm just going to come in that dabbing. I'm just going to dab right in here. See that? I'm not going to cover all of that up, because I'm going to let that, see that? Now when I relax my eye, it's covering up some. So then I will, hold on, gotta go in for more. This Maybelline is very pigmented. I really like it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to relax it. And then, oh, this is where I gotta be careful. Relax it, and then I'm just gonna just a little bit there. And then over here, and see. And then over here, I'm going to do the same. Tap this in. I try to make like a V shape at the end a little bit, or round it off. You can do whatever you want to. There really is no rules. Just jab it in there. See that? See that? And you can go back and forth. You can look at both sides. And you can go back in. And if you see a spot that looks like it needs a little extra help, like I'm going to put a little bit more that reddish color at the top, since I had to kind of fix that. Alright. And then come over here and I'll do the same. Okay. There we go. Now, I hate to do this. I'm going to be right back. One moment. I'll see you in just a moment.